probably get to see I don't like to kind of like go on that direction, and it's over. It's not me anymore. Uh, I mean, we were setting up one of the new locations and talking to some of the new managers, and it's important that we show the vision, and so from what they've known, because obviously they looked up what on passive before showing interest, um, and the impression typically shows money, financial freedom. This is like our main objective in a way, and then a little bit of technology or some things to do it. Well, that's great. In the beginning, yeah, I felt that money is the key. You go back to my videos, and I've never heard them back, but I know what's in my mind. I would not, like, you would have to chop me to listen to myself like 3 years ago. I probably sound like a moron. I don't know, but I want to say that you've got to grow. If you look back and you think, oh, that's impressive, you're going backward. So you have to sound like, oh man, this is embarrassing. Look, what I want you to do, meaning you're growing, you're looking down to yourself earlier. You probably will spot that I talked about money as an enabler. Okay, it's not everything, and I thought, but we have to give that power to people because they have other energies or potentials, so they can unleash those. That's it, still there, like in stone, and I mean it. It didn't change. But what I didn't want to share too soon, what my, I would say, even farther vision, which is technology and my passion, believing that is the future, and that's going to be just like water and oxygen for our lifestyle. Okay, it's so necessary. It's not a supplement. It's not an accessory. It's not a luxury. It's not by choice. It's just something that you cannot avoid. So that's my concrete belief, and it's only going to get more and more and more. AI and technology and automation, it's a must. So that's going to continue to evolve, and it's only going to pick up speed and more evolution. However, so that is a part, but it might not interest everybody. But with that, which is Jeffrey just touched upon, freezes the time, meaning is going to save you time. And so giving you the power or the weapon that is, say, money, okay, and removing the hassle, the frustration, okay, you're breathing, you're relieved in a way, and then you have the time. You're not trapped into unnecessary things, so you can do the things that you want to do. So this is the vision that I couldn't share 3 years ago. But if you read and go back to do that, it was in me. Now I feel more comfortable. It is suitable that I can share with you. Money is a key, is a hook, and it's not like a misleading hook. It just, we have to have the money. We have to have that. We're not going to go anywhere. It's just somebody, you know, got to pay the bills. So we have to have that weapon, or essential. And Jeffrey just said wisely, you got to fill that tank. You're going to have excess. You're going to have, okay, the time, the money, the power, the desire to stretch out above your body or frame. Just the next person. You're going to become a better significant other or spouse or relative or neighbor, a human being in any way, because of that burden is taken away from you. And it's one person at a time, okay? It just doesn't have to be all at once. Even the 1 million founders, assuming it will be that, they're not going to be at the same level. So there will be those believers, or who though engaged it and got, you know, some production, they will feel the fruit of that faster, okay? And then, yeah, I'm fine, I'm relieved, I'm debt free, I'm worried less in a way. So they give hand to those who are a little bit behind, and they give the evidence ahead. They're like the life or the light for those who are a bit behind in belief, just like Cindy and I used oh my God, what an irony today. I used Jeffrey's example about the ebook today, how people were one of those managers I just interviewed today was actually very so against, like opposition about ONPASSIVE, and now like they are a super multi millionaire, potentially a billionaire. Truthfully, yeah, we're delighted to have that on board. But just like I use your example, like how it's okay, don't judge. People can change. You don't know the circumstances or what they have been through up until now that made them feel this way or react that way. So it's okay. We don't judge. You know, that's not our department. We live that for somebody who's full time doing it, and they got the power. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but what I want to say is just now I can open up more to you because we have come so far or this far to have the trust and the bond, the connection, that it is way beyond the money, and the money is a major part of it, and it's not going to be in and out. So now we talked about, so there is, you know, my vision is money, but not only money like for the company and the profitability to a corporate, but more as an enabler, as empowering people, not a talk and fire them up and like they go and no food on the table. Okay, so I'm talking about an actual practical vehicle in a systematic way, and so that's why I didn't see something was effective or sufficient or even trustworthy. So we ended up doing what we're doing, and I don't regret it. When I thought, okay, so now what comes around money, technology and other inventions, okay, when you have the power, but you also get to like with inspiration, obviously people somehow become more relaxed and comfortable in their, you know, situation when they don't have any major challenges. That will improve the well-being, the health, the wellness of them, and therefore their social life, and you know, minimize major challenges, and also it decreases radicalism in a way, and criminality and all other, you know, major challenges. So overall it start impacting humanity. but with O founder, with O Academy and O Women, there are other movements are lining up to a better educated society, where you're activating more inventors, and now you're multiplying it, just that ripple effect all over. Okay, uh, but money is the foundation that would drive all that force. Uh, so congratulations in a way that you believed, or you had the courage and the trust and the faith to take that step. But now I'm expanding that. Is really and honestly, it's way better than just like, okay, come in a business, you get a product, you might make some money with it, yeah, no problem. No, it's really beyond that. So go with me with that over, like the rainbow that shadows ONPASSIVE, which is oh bless. Okay, now when I say oh bless, one of the questions I've got from, you know, the let's say the legal people, okay, is like, why oh bless, and why people would use oh bless? Why don't they go to Red Cross directly and just chip in if they want to do that? For several reasons. Okay, number one is uh, they will save a lot of money, and it's connected with, you know, St. Jude, Red Cross, or, you know, UNESCO, or all those major foundations, and you save the fees, and there's no middleman from your wallet, personal wallet that is personalized to you in ONPASSIVE. It goes to their wallet, okay, directly, and it's a reminder every time you're cashing out. You could leave some change in there, also reminding you that there's some people need. So that is a need for ONPASSIVE, okay? Like you're blessed to have this. Why don't you bless a little bit, okay? So I believe that psychology would work right on the door there when money's moving. If somebody's, $30,000 or 3,000 withdraw, okay, just three. Would it hurt if they put $30? I mean, or even 300? A lot of people would do that. Tax benefits, we've talked about that, okay? So anyway, you can still do your fair share and pay the taxes, but why not be specific about what cause you want to support, okay? Humans, animals, plants, planets, whatever you like, okay? And when you're passionate about something and you feel like now you're more uh, effective to it and you have a role in that, okay, you're supporting that in real life, what it does, it gives you that fulfillment and satisfaction. It improves your attitude and mindset. It gives you power. It gives you that happiness of accomplishment. Okay, so the more you do it, the better you're gonna feel. So it's your emotions, your endorphin is gonna go high and higher because of the good that you're doing. So you're gonna feel really good about yourself. It's a complete circle, okay, or cycle. Uh, and now what happened is collectively, we're just gonna be better human beings. Humanity would improve. Might not be the 8 billion of us, but if we had 80,000 of us, is that a progress or a step? The next generation will multiply that. But that's just being ridiculous when I say 8 or 80,000 or even 8 million. Why not a billion of us? Why not? Is that a small thing? That's a huge accomplishment. What will that drive on the long term? It's amazing what impact we will leave. And another way I mentioned why we do Oh Bless, okay? So the psychology of it, the empowerment of it, we're just gonna feel that joy and automatically you're gonna dance if you've never or haven't done it in a long time, okay? So I guarantee you're gonna see some interesting moves from my brother Marty DeGarmo. And you're gonna do it. Remember the hula hoop? Okay, still waiting for you. Okay, and the psychology, the lifting, and then the convenience of it, saving the money, tax benefits. Okay, it's all connected, and also given each one of us as users of ONPASSIVE the ability to fund anything we want, whether it's a personal, individual, charitable, or for innovations, remember? So somebody has a project. Do you know how much potential and great ideas and projects and things were pretty much invented, but never come to flourishing because of budget or lack of capital? So how much, great potential has been buried so far all over humanity? So wasted. So what if we start saving those great ideas? Somebody say, I just invented how to, I don't know, give you alarm when your sugar level is high or low or something, sensor it without touching anything. Okay, we got one customer. Okay, so and enable that to come to reality, or any think for safety or health betterment, anything of that. So it's all connected. It will do that. So it will take you a bit of got to close your eyes and dive into your brain. If you start connecting the pieces of the ONPASSIVE, it is giant. It's a bit sophisticated and complicated, but it's really, I feel, the vision is not, somehow I was led to it because it it didn't happen that I had the idea or the vision just so I can go and struggle with it. I don't think this is a punishment for me and another million people. I do believe I was led to it because it's just the start, and I'm honored that I was chosen, but not all the way, because now it's in the hands of 860,000, and it will only get better. And when we have the evidences and the testimonials and the videos about how many offices we have globally, and how many events, live events like the Maryland one and the upcoming one in Newport Beach and here and there. So you start having that. So those are going to be tools, okay? And yesterday I've talked about some of the upcoming campaign. Some campaigns we didn't even measure the ROI. What are we going to get in return? They're millions of dollars, and somebody rejected that from our principals today. Our executive said, "Why are we going to do that? This is just a show." Blah blah. Okay, well, we will do that because you're going to create the content. Again, it will create the bond, the trust, and decrease and eliminate some of the resistance, and give the tools. It's like the materials to us. So when you have that, even if it's not going to generate, or people are not going to stop in the street and open a laptop and start signing up or buying, but at least you and I will have materials, say, or will be on our website, like done for us, that you can share proudly. Look, my company, this, okay, my company, has been featured here and there. Look at that. So it becomes like seamless. So now those are the ingredients or the components that they're going to add up like a ripple effect, or the butterfly effect, if you wish. So your conversion, if like you have a traditional website or classic website where just some imagery and text is it, you buy or you walk away. 1-2% is typical in this scope. And then when we have, let's say, 100 founders from 100 countries, all colors, all over the spectrum, all nationalities, languages, religions. So everybody's talking, even if they're talking a different language, in just one video clip. Imagine that with me. So that evidence, so you got the real people, you got the real offices and brick and mortars places, okay, showing that, and you're showing the real products and showing demos and some, quick tour on that, and you're showing some of the major live events from, all of us, and you're showing also the actual, say, social proof and mainstream stuff. Like, how much will that increase? 1% here, 2% there, 5%. You see our conversion, and how much sweat do you have to give in order to make a sale, or grow your team or organization, or have somebody that will follow you? Seamless. It will be there, but it will be effortless for us. And you're just going to look at somebody, if they take the time to look at what we have, because it will be hard to avoid us or unsee us in a way, okay? It will be so loud everywhere. You've got to see us. We're very, I would say, large and noisy, not negatively. So at the same time, if somebody would resist that, I hope that they will never become a part of our business, because they will not be normal, okay? They will not be the type of people that you want us, like what else you want to see, or so it's just no hope. So I would say, thank you, loser. Supply my dream. I'm going to be the winner, lose, and pay, for my dream, or for all of our dreams, because somebody got to clean the trash and cook for us and deliver the stuff for us. And you chose to be one of those. Good luck with that. But we are going to go places. We're going to enjoy our life. We're going to dance. We're going to eat. We're going to do good for humanity. We're going to look for good things that we can do, invent, advance, progress. You might not see everything there, but to me, it's like crystal clear. I see it. And I haven't seen any man that had a clean and clear vision, okay, and put a plan of action with the right intention, knew the right resources with a good mind and good, expertise, They put the time, the effort, the energy, they paid the price, and they kind of like crushed all the resistance, never gave up, and they persisted, and they didn't succeed. Show me one man. And I don't think we will be the first exception to that. Okay, there might be an exception, but eventually we're not the first one because we see it so clear. I can smell it. I can almost touch it in many ways. I can touch many parts of it. So I think we have all the reasons to be excited and like avoid, dinner or sleep or other stuff in our life. That's why I'm here. I couldn't help not to pop up and just share with you a little bit of love. As anyone knows, somebody was named Joseph. Okay, look that up. If you're not interested, it's okay, but I'll tell you the story. Somebody, if you know it, I'm not going to tell you the story. It's long, but it's one of the most inspiring stories. And I called my son Joseph or Yusuf in a different language. Okay, and the reason I did that because I knew that this is a magnificent story in my life. Okay, where somebody was abandoned and in a way treated badly from his own siblings and brothers, been tortured and all kind of ugly stuff. All the way he was slaved and was imprisoned for 9 years injustly. Okay, and then became the leading leader, the pharaoh, if you wish, almost in Egypt. That's long time ago in history. But the moral of that is, I felt that every time I get stuck, I look at that story. Like, for example, like what was he thinking when he was in the well, like deep under the ground by himself and lonely, or some strangers picked him up as a boy away from his family somewhere, okay, in the Holy Land. So think about that. If he thought like, oh, life is unfair, it's tough and all of that, and I should die, and he could have just got to the wrong way, and he has all the reasons. He had access to misbehave. I apologize if it's unknown information to you, but I know some will know it, okay? And I feel that he had the attitude, that's okay, I trust my creator, and I'm doing it because it's probably a test, or he chose that for me, I'm okay with it. So that gave him the courage and the power, the strength to get through all those obstacles throughout his life. And then, and I'm sorry, I never want to sound like a preacher, because it's not like, I'm not saying the religious aspect of it, I'm saying, the lesson of it, the life lesson of it. And he didn't cry about that. He just took it positively, and the end was amazing. Similarly, we shouldn't complain about when things are tough or not easy. What can we do, and what lesson we do? Because I don't know. I think it's like 3,000 years ago. Let me do the math. Jesus, 2021. Okay, and then he was ahead of that. So I think it's about 3,000 years or so, if we look it up. So there was no schools, there was no Harvard, there's no universities or academies, or no internet or search on Google. So that was the university of life. So his creator like taught him this way. So when something happened to me, just like my illness and Milo's illness the other day, I'm sure it's a lesson. I'm sure you regret one or two things you've done. Okay. In 2019, 2 years ago, it's like, okay, he told me, slow down, buddy. You sent me a note, a message, you gotta change, or it will kind of bite you in the behind. Okay, I didn't listen. I was arrogant and I kept moving. Now I had to shut down and go to the hospital. I've never been there, and just another lesson. So I didn't complain. The truth is, I said, okay, glad it's not the end of it. Just like a great painful lesson, but I'll take it seriously this time. And everything I measure it that way. I take it as it's a lesson. So if it's like ugly, okay, No problem. It's not meant to happen. Don't fight it, okay? What I'm trying to say is not my choice. I'm just following the light, okay? So this is something that has been set up for you and me. I don't want to change your thinking. I'm not here to recreate your ideology. Whatever you believe is right, okay, I'm going to respect it. Respect mine. I'm not against you, okay? However, this is a great kind of strategy that it gives you the power, the confidence. When you run your life, I'm borrowing the ultimate power. That's not even, you know, at a human level, okay? So take it as a great thing. We couldn't be in a better direction. We're led by a great power that is definitely above and beyond all of us. I had every reason to back off and to quit, to quit and recount my decision and throw the towel. I have that, like anyone would have done that. Why I'm not doing that? Because I just have that mindset, not because I'm superior or I have something that nobody has. No, I just have my thinking in a way that it can't be me. It just meant to happen. I never thought we were going to have 1 million founders and start like impacting humanity. I never thought people are going to wear our uniform and dance and create songs and poem and things for us. I never. What I see now that I couldn't see obviously 3 years ago. There's nothing wrong with that. In continuation to our session yesterday, we were talking about the vision and the Mount Everest. Obviously, it already happened. Okay, I was just thinking about our conversation, like, oh, maybe some are not up to that level, but the truth is, in reality, I'm already living. I'm a living example of that vision expansion. Okay, 3 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, the more I know and learn, and when you have the resources, the more people or talented people we attract, the bigger the vision and the more clear things become and the improvements. And there's always addition. Today, like my head is just about to explode out of good information, like more ideas and more ideas. We will not finish them in 10 years. I'm talking about way outside from the digital scope, okay? The ONPASSIVE, base camp or the ecosystem. So that is, okay, we're not gonna try to recreate things. We're gonna push it because everybody's anxious and almost out of patience to get there. Totally understood. We're gonna get there as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, and of course, safely, we have to ensure that. But at the same time, the things that are just we're drawing, like how big can this be? Like I'm just honored and thrilled. Thank you, Ron. Actually, I'm honored to somehow link to you. Always thanks to your service here and previously. But I don't think we're going to do questions now. So I'm hoping that any rand that comes out of it, like 1%, 2%, that would be a progress. You don't have to get it all the way. We're not all at the same level of seeing things, and I'll be talking like while I'm recalling something with a call with lawyers or a meeting with some executive. So excuse me if things sometimes sound a little tangly to you, but it's just a lot, and it's hard to sum it up like in a sweet one sentence, okay? Which is a good thing. So pick your own, and I'll leave it up to your imagination. So thank you. I said I'm not going to be able to answer questions because I've got another commitment, but thank you so much. I truly, truly love what we're doing. I'm proud of it. I hope you start to feel that way. And I love the founders. Like I could tell, I see myself every time I connect with you. I feel my health is better. Maybe I get younger, I get more energy, I get more handsome. I don't know. I'm uglier away from you. I'm way older away from you. I'm miserable, you know. So I really love being around you. Thank you.